today's presentation, I'm going to talk about continuous writing, in short form CW. Each essay in the continuous writing carries 50 marks. Each essay is marked holistically following 8 bands. I will discuss the 8 bands in detail later on. The mark scheme of continuous writing follows the 8 bands A, B, C, D, E, U1, U2, U3. Now you can see how the marks are arranged. A, 44 to 50, B, 38 to 43, C, 32 to 37, D, 26 to 31, E, 20 to 25, U1, 14 to 19, U2, 8 to 13, U3, 0 to 7. The essays in continuous writing or CW consists of 5 choices. Descriptive essay, where you have descriptions of places or people or events or incidences. 2. Argumentative essay, stating your stand or opinion. Then we have factual essay, narrative essay, continue a story or end a story. Yes, now we will look into each band in detail. Band A, 44 to 50 marks. The language is entirely accurate. Sentence structure is varied and sophisticated. Vocabulary is wide. Spelling is accurate. And most importantly, when the reader reads this essay, there is a feel of That means it attracts the attention of the reader and in this case, the examiner. So, marks will be good. Band B, 38 to 43 marks. The language here is accurate. Occasional minor errors or first draft slips. What does it mean here? It means that the candidate is working under huge pressure and therefore can make accidental first draft slips, which will not really affect his marks. Here, the sentence shows variation in length and type or there are complex sentences. Vocabulary is wide enough. Spelling is nearly always accurate. That means there are times the candidate can make a spelling error. Band C, 32 to 37 marks. The language here is largely accurate. That means most of the time it is accurate. Simple structures are used without errors. Sentences show some variety. Vocabulary is adequate. Spelling is generally accurate. Candidate who falls into this band always play safe. That means they do not have ambitious writing essays. Their vocabulary is simple but adequate. Sentences are simple too. They play safe. It is a rather monotonous piece of writing. Band D, 26 to 31 marks. The language is sufficiently accurate, patches of clarity in writing, simple vocabulary or structures and structures, simple words are spelled correctly. Now, what do I mean by patches of clarity? That means this essay is or has a lot of errors, but we can still find their patches without errors. And this is our guideline in giving this candidate a band D. And then you will notice that this candidate can spell simple words correctly. Any more difficult words, he will start to make errors. This is our guideline to give band D to a candidate. Band E, 20 to 25 marks. Meaning is never in doubt, no blurring. Some simple structures accurate, vocabulary is limited, simple words spelled correctly. This essay has a lot of errors, but we understand the meaning. That means the meaning comes true. We are not in doubt even though there are lots of errors. So it means we can award a band E. Band U1, 14 to 19 marks. Meaning is fairly clear. Incidence of error is high, serious too. Frequent spelling errors has blurring and some multiple word errors. Yes, this essay has quite a lot of mistakes, but we can still understand or the meaning is still fairly clear. Sometimes we may not even know what the candidate is writing about, but after going through the whole essay or after reading the whole essay, we can still understand it fairly clearly. So this essay is band U1. Band U2, 8 to 13 marks. This essay will start to have distortion, lots of multiple word errors, the script is short, but generally we can still make some sense out of this essay. Band U3, 0 to 7 marks. The entire essay is impossible to read. Writing makes little or no sense. There might be occasional patches of clarity, one or two words or one or two phrases, so marks are awarded for that part. 1 mark for copied question. If the candidate copied the question, well, we can award 1 mark. No mark when the essay makes no sense at all or it is written in another language. This is a very important reminder. Memorize essays. Teachers are fond of asking students to memorize essays. Well, if the students are very weak, we can encourage the students to memorize. But there are times even good students memorize their essays, and this will definitely affect their marks. Let's look into it. Marks are affected even though you have written a good essay with no errors. Why? Because the examiner will compare DW and CW to mark if he suspects the CW to be a memorized essay. Therefore, marks will be brought down to the same band as DW or slightly higher or lower than DW. So, for good candidates, they are advised not to memorize the essays and copy it wholesale in their exam, even though the topic could be the same. Let me explain it in further detail. Let's say this candidate, his DW is a band E, but in his CW he has a band B. Okay, a band B is a reasonable good essay with minor first draft slips or errors. This will arouse the suspicion of the examiner. He will start to compare because of the difference. The difference in band will tell the examiner that the CW is a memorized essay, and the marks of CW will be brought down to the same band as DW, that is band E, or the marks can be slightly higher or lower than DW. So, please do not memorize your essay. With this, we have come to the end of our session. Thank you and bye.